Hello beautiful people, my name is Light Empress, and in today's video we are going to see how they are dealing with your absence, and we're going to look at this on the Mermaid Tarot cards. I love this deck so much. We're going to have 3 piles of the cards, so you can choose them by the stones or by the piles themselves by the according numbers. Also, if any of these readings will resonate, please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps my channel, and if you would also like the reading, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, please remember to take anything that resonates and leave what doesn't, because general readings are played differently for each other, and I'm reading this for the collective, so please take only what resonates with you. Also, if you're sure that you want your significant person, significant other back, please watch my ritual or a meditation. There are 2 videos, a ritual and a meditation for taking your person back. They're very powerful, and I really hope that they can help you. So we're having a pile number 1, pile number 2, and a pile number 3 is coming up, pile number 3. Now concentrate on a person that is on your mind. Take a deep breath and exhale. Think about your person and think about the cards, the card that you're going to pick. How do they feel themselves in your absence? How they are dealing with your absence? That's the topic of our reading today. And pick your card, pick your pile. Okay. Let's start with the pile number 1, how they are dealing with your absence right now, how the absence is felt for them right now. Okay, general meaning. So overall, they are dealing with your absence in a very practical and grounded manner. They are focusing on their stability right now, on their life, on their financial life, managing their responsibilities, managing their life, and keeping their emotions in check. They need to be sure that nobody knows what is inside of them right now. And now let's find out what they've been thinking and feeling when they were in relationships with you. So I'll pull the cards for what they've been thinking and feeling, and what they're thinking and feeling right now in your absence. So when you were together, they were frightened about the possibility of continuation of these relationships. They were scared that they would be heartbroken, and they, even when they were with you, they tried of thinking about the way out. How I know that it sounds harsh for you, but they've been thinking about the outcome. They've been thinking about the exit way, but at the same time they were thinking about continuation. It's very odd, but they've been so scared, and I understand why, because they were so scared of being hurt again. It seems like they were hurt in their past relationships in some way, and right now they've been projecting, and they're still projecting their past onto you. And I feel like this person is very avoidant, because even when they were in relationships with you, they've been thinking about how can I get away, and at the same time they were showing you that they're very ready to continue these relationships. They're very ready to be with you, but at the same time, on the back of their mind, they were scared of these relationships. And now I'm pulling the other cards because I see that even now they want to come forward, they want to tell you something, but at the same time, it's like an illusion even to them. It's like they're going to feed the lies to you. And I'm pulling these additional cards here to understand what is actually going on in their mind right now. And what is going on in their head right now is that they are debating with themselves every single day. They are struggling every single day to think about you, to think about your connection, to the point that they decide to I don't know, like I feel like this person may drink something, may distract themselves as much as they can, just not to think about the inner conflict they have with them, because they know that they didn't treat you right, but at the same time they think that if they would come forward, they would not treat right themselves. They are very determined to do something about this conflict. They're very determined to change the situation, but right now they do not know how to do that. They don't know how to handle their emotions and make sense of what happened between two of you. They are actively avoiding the confrontation here. They are scared of the confrontation because they know that any kind of conflict, any kind of confrontation leads to separation, leads to lies, too much emotions, too much emotional burden, and they are scared of this emotional burden. It is easier for them to take easy decisions in life, and right now the decisions that in front of them is not easy. It is actually very scary for them because they need to take responsibility for you too here, and they fully understand that, and they envision themselves as the one who needs to take this emotional responsibility, to take responsibility in relationship itself, but they're just not capable. Like this person thought of themselves a lot better than they are, in terms of they thought that they're much more capable than they are, but turns out they're not, because they were not prepared for the situation that happened between two of you, and they choose to feed themselves lies, and they choose to live in the illusions with the Four of Pentacles and the Moon. They choose to live in the illusions that they planted for themselves, just not to feel the emotions they are so scared about. And if we're going to talk about the decision here or about any kind of actions, you need to wait for this person to decide everything by themselves, because the main obstacle here is their past experience, which they need to deal with on their own, because this is a King of Pentacles. This is a person who is not very fast in their decisions, very fast in anything that they do. They are very slow, and they're going to take their time. I'm talking about 6 months, maybe 6 weeks. I see the number 6 here a lot, and the color green. This is the person who likes money. This is the person who likes to deal with money, who likes making money. They are very considerate about what they're doing in life. They like their business life. This person may also have a business here, and this person just needs time, and you can do nothing about that. Will they come forward? Yes, they will, after they make their own considerate decision. Have they ever thought about a connection with you? Yes, they were, and they've been fantasizing about the connection with you, but they need to deal with their emotional insecurities first. That's what I see in these cards. Thank you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a like, leave a comment about your specific situation. I'll be so happy to read anything about your situation. It helps me a lot. And we're going to have a reading for the pile number 2. So the pile number 2, how they are dealing with your absence. What is happening with them in your absence? How do they feel themselves in your absence? Oh, wow. Okay, I know. They're trying to distract themselves from anything that is happening. They are trying to distract themselves from the past that has been between two of you. This person may bury themselves in any kind of distractions, video games, alcohol, you name it. You know what I'm talking about, guys. And this person also, it seems like they don't understand the situation exactly, and I'm going to find out what is happening with them here. So first, as we did it with the first reading, we're going to see how they felt themselves when you were in a connection or in relationships, and how do they how do they feel themselves now? Okay, so how did they feel themselves in the relationships? The Hermit and the Empress. Okay. And the third card. Page. Okay. Very emotional person, guys. Very emotional person. They knew that the relationships that you had were very fulfilling for them. But at the same time, for some reason, they felt some kind of solitude. They felt some kind of isolation in this relationship. Maybe because you outshined them, or maybe because their feelings were not met. Their emotional needs were not met here. In a connection with you, they were taking time to reflect on their own feelings, and they needed and they had space to do that safely. And they were able to do that because you allowed them to do that, because you were so nurturing and so caring towards them, and they really appreciated that. You created a safe space for them, and they liked it a lot. But it seems like even in the end, they decided to close themselves, to go back into their emotional box and stay there. I don't see that their feelings were hurt here. I just feel like this is who they are. This is the person that is very insecure deep inside, and even though you would try to show them your appreciation towards them, that don't, if you are still in connection, don't try to show them that you are their mother, because this person cannot be saved for a mother. This person doesn't need a mother in you. They need a real mother. They need their own emotional support. They need to be able to support themselves, and you cannot substitute that. And you couldn't substitute their own emotional support, because you are just a different person. You are unable to save them. And let's find out what they're feeling towards you right now, how they are dealing with your absence right now. And wow, and this person wants to tell us a lot, guys. Right now, they're thinking through and gathering information about you, about them. They're heavily thinking, heavily remembering everything that happened with you. They're watching your social media, they're watching you, they're researching you, they're trying to understand what to do next. Like they're making the sums work, like they collecting the information, and they may also go to the psychotherapist, maybe to a tarot reader. I don't know, they ask their friends what to do in this situation. And I want you to know that they're staying kind of very enthusiastic about your connection. They're still thinking, because you've had a lot of great moments in the past, because they felt so secure in the past, they know that you are not the person who can hurt them. It feels like because of their introverted nature and a bit of egoistic nature too, because I don't see that they were valuing your emotions as much as they were valuing their emotions. So they are feeling very positive about the future of your connection, very enthusiastic. They are keeping themselves busy right now, keeping themselves like in an uplift state. And they're making sure that everything that they're dealing with on a daily basis, like they're being healthy in their emotional being. But with all that said, they're not forgetting you, and they're trying to improve any difficulties that were in your relationships, any of their flaws. They understand their flaws right now, and they're actively working on them. They're actively working on understanding which mistakes they did in your relationships, and they are deeply emotionally connected with you even now. And it also may signify that they're trying to put themselves into any kind of work just not to think about you and about your relationships, because they know that eventually they would like to be with you again, because your connection gave them a lot of stability and a lot of understanding. So guys, this was the pile number 2. I am so happy if this resonated with any of you. Please like this video and leave a comment under this video if it helped or if it resonated. And we're going to read a pile number 3, how they are dealing with your absence, what they're thinking about you in your absence. Wow. Okay. 7 of Swords. They are being very strategic about anything that they do, and they are avoiding direct confrontation with their feelings currently. Anything that they feel, they deny that, basically. They may also be carefully planning their next steps and focusing on the practical steps towards this relationship. The most important thing right now for them is their own emotional protection. It is very important for them to keep themselves shielded from any kind of vulnerability. They are very scared to open up and being vulnerable. They're very scared of rejection. They're scared that you would reject them, and that's why they decided to reject you first. They decided to go out of these relationships first because they are so freaking scared of the word no. And we have a 7 of Wands as a confirmation here. So many cards. Like, do I need to I'll read them. Okay, fine. As a confirmation, 7 of Wands, they are being very defensive about anything that happened and anything that happens inside of them. They would like to protect their feelings. And you see that 8 of Cups at the end. They decided to walk away first because they do not want you to walk away first from them. They are so freaking scared of that. And they decide to just leave this situation, to leave you to rest, for them to rest. This person, they have emotional strength only to defend themselves. And again, I feel like this correlates with the situation with the person that we have had in the first pile, that this person is very scared about any kind of outcomes of the relationship. I don't know why we have so many avoidance here, but anyways, does this person want a connection? Yes, but a connection is a threat to them. They either would wait and to have, like a very lightweight, simple connection, but not to get involved into something very serious, because something serious means a threat to them. Something serious means that they need to gather all their power and defend themselves. They need to defend themselves from the feelings of the others. And that's so scary for them to defend themselves. And with these cards, they decided to leave you in the cold, but they think that it's not scary. They think that it's just a pause. They think it is just a no contact, that it's fine. It's a pause. And they think that after that, when they will have some strength, they will come forward as usual, because they think that they have time to figure this out. But we're not really sure about that. So let's see how they are dealing with your absence, how they're feeling right now without you. Let's find out. We have Knight of Swords, the Lovers. Okay. 5 of Swords. This person, guys, this person now sees themselves in the reflection, and with the Lovers, it's not only the card about the connection, it's about the connection with themselves. And we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. So guys, this person right now, they are eating. I don't know why I have the word eating right now in my mind, but they are eating the consequences of their actions, basically. The silent treatment that they fed you with, they are now receiving that. They're now receiving it from you and from anyone else. And it makes them keep coming back in their thoughts, coming back to you and thinking about you with the Magician and the Devil, because the connection with you is such an attractive thing. They're thinking about you, but at the same time, they feel like if they will have a connection with you, they will be trapped in it. And they do not want this responsibility. And right now, it feels like they are hurting themselves. They're hurting their own soul. But at the same time, they don't see the outcome here. They're also feeling very impulsive, like they would like to do something right now. Like if they do not come forward right now, they will miss something. They have a feeling of missing something. And it doubles with the Magician card, like they're trying to do something right now. They're deeply reflecting your absence, and in your absence, the only person that they have is themselves. And that's why they're looking at their own problems, they're looking at their own soul right now. And the only thing that they see is the deep void of the hurt that they gave you. And oh, how much they hate it. And now I feel like these thoughts about themselves, the fact that they're looking at the void and the void is looking back at them. This is their devil. It's not you. It's not you who is calling them to the deepest void of their soul. It's themselves. It's their actions. They're heavily reflecting on their actions right now and trying to understand what they can do. And they're just stuck in this reflecting moment right now. I really hope this helps. I really hope that this reading helped you. Thank you so much for watching pile number 3 and all the piles here for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like button if this resonated. And see you in my other readings, guys. Bye-bye.